Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 11 of the Make It Rain podcast. 2 games for your Ontario Reign this week. We got a new month. We got a bunch of stuff going on. Roll the intro. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 11 of the Make It Rain podcast. That's Mayor's very own Anthony Collazo. I'm Joe O'Regan. 2 games for the Ontario Reign this week. The beginning of a 5-game homestand for the boys in black and silver. Some notable returns to the lineup and some other stuff that happened on the ice. Anthony, how are we?
Joe, everybody watching on this lovely either Monday night or Tuesday afternoon. I'm doing very, very well. The Reign played 2 games, one against the Sin City Silver Knights and the other one against that team from the biggest state in America by landmass. Is it still California?
It's Alaska. Nope, the Reign. Yeah, it is though. So the Reign did choose to mess with Texas on Sunday. And they did play the Henderson Silver Knights on Friday. Let's get into the Zamboni cleaning. As I alluded to already during that intro, few people came back for the Ontario Reign this week. I'm going to first bring up Martin Chromiak because we were worried he was going to miss time because, my gosh, that guy's got a shiner right now. And so right now he's in a fishbowl looking like Connor Bedard from the World Juniors in the bubble. And then 3 players for the Ontario Reign, 2 forwards and a defenseman returned to the lineup. Frankie Pinelli back on Friday in that 4th line, which just seems wrong. Jacob Dvorak returned on Sunday, and Logan Brown made his season debut on Friday, played in both games. We'll get to him later on in the episode, potentially.
Yes, sir.
That is a very short Zamboni cleaning. Let's just get it straight. Yes. 2 games for your Ontario Reign this week. Let's get right down to business. We're not here to waste time. This episode of the Make It Rain podcast is brought to you by Gowdy Law. We all know having a game plan is key when it comes to your family's future. Are you? Gowdy Law is here to specialize in estate planning. Gowdy Law ensures your loved ones are protected from losing a ton of money in time to probate when you pass away. Just like on the ice, preparation matters. Don't wait till the last minute to make the right play. Visit GowdyLaw.com today. To start planning for the future, get estate planning pricing and a free consultation right on their website. It's literally that simple. The price is right on their website. Gowdy Law makes estate planning easy, understandable, and affordable. As always, the link is in the description, or you can visit their offices in downtown Upland. Want me to get this one?
Yeah, you can get it.
All right, here we go. Reign Rapid Recap on Friday. What better way to celebrate Black Friday than to watch a marquee matchup between the Reign and Silver Knights? In the first period, DRE Andre Lee bars puts the Reign up 1-0 on the power play, sending it down concourse, and moving into the middle frame. The Reign scored multiple power play goals this game. What? All right, let's let the people know that Baltimore Orioles outfielder Wardo isn't all for show as he pots a goal. Oh, no. To give the Reign a 2-0 lead. Yes. But Henderson uses some of their Las Vegas Devil magic to score 3 in a row. It's Matthias Sapovalov and Tanner Wachinski, 2-time. 3-2 with just 5 minutes to go. But with absolutely zero relations to John Wilkes, Angus Booth. Oh my, I'm just kidding. Juan Soto didn't sign today. He is the truth. A clapper from the youthful defenseman ties the game at 3, and less than a minute later, a little pick play in front sends Cole Gutman with a tip-in goal and sends Toyota Arena into a frenzy, and the Reign would hold on by the final of 4-3. You like the Juan Soto reference in there?
That wasn't that low reference. Was that the last goal that he scored?
I think it was. It might have been.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that was Angus Booth's first of the year, folks. But we got other games to, other goals to get into. Let's get into that real quickly. First goal for Ontario Reign in the first period. Power play off the draw. I've been harping on the Reign to stop going from the outside to kind of just try and collapse the house. They collapse the house and go inside towards the crease this time. Gutman, right circle, a little bit below the right circle, throws it in front. Andre Lee, basically 1 foot in the crease. Thank God that rule does not exist today. He scores 1-0 Ontario. In the middle frame, once again on the power play, Joe Hicketts with a howitzer off the back wall, kind of misses somebody, and then Taylor Ward backhand Roof Daddy-O Jr. It's 2-0 Ontario. Matthias Sapovalov gets Henderson on the board. Absolute greaser. Kind of just rolls through the crease. And then Copley gets caught way out of position, hilariously enough. And, well, a power play goal. Boo. 2-1. Tanner Wyszynski ties it up. You can break down that goal real quick because I don't remember what the heck happened.
Who was it? It was Jonas Romberg. He kind of brought the puck around the net. He gave it to Lazinski. He shoots. It goes off the pad of Copley, and it kind of trickles out kind of to where he was, just a little bit more towards the center. Then he picks it up again and then goes right over the glove of Copley. He didn't really see the puck. Tie game. And then
Tanner Wyszynski takes it, rolls in right circle, right over the head and shoulder net VH from Copley. Short side, top shelf. Henderson takes the lead. However, the Ontario Reign get even. Block shot by Burrows, or Burrows' shot gets blocked, excuse me. Puck rolls back out high. Angus Booth, a howitzer, as they like to call it. A howitzer. All right, that sounded like James Sabalski right there. Fires it, gets it past, beats it past Carter Hart. Not funny. Top
That's
shelf,
crazy.
and it's 3-3. And then to win it with 1:57 remaining in the third period, Glenn Godden wins the draw. Andre Lee sets his pick play from that right side. Cole Gutman joins him in front of the net. Burrows, huge shot. It gets, I don't even want to say it got the blade of his stick. I think it got the shaft of Cole Gutman's stick. I'm shocked it didn't probably break it, but he redirects it home. Reign take the lead 4-3 and hold it right there. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. The Reign got outshot 38-16 and had zero business being in this game and letting alone winning it.
yeah, they were really outplayed all game. There wasn't a lot of possession time. They couldn't play the transition game like they were trying to the entire game. And I mean, Lord adjusted after the game. I mean, the Silver Knights are good. The Reign have beat, here's a little quick stat for you. The Reign have beat every team they have played on the schedule. So obviously they haven't played like the Firebirds yet. I think there's someone else in the Pacific Division that they haven't played yet. Or is it just the Firebirds? It might be just the Firebirds now at this point.
Oh boy. Yeah, it would be just the Firebirds.
All right. And
Firebirds, and you're probably referencing the Wild because they still have to play them. And
True.
Texas.
And then this is
beat
obviously
Texas
before
either.
the Texas game, so this stat isn't really true as of right now. But prior to that Texas game, they beat every single team that was on their schedule. So they beat Colorado. They've lost to San Jose, but they had beaten San Jose.
Yep.
The Silver Knights were the one team where they were 0-2. They haven't gotten a win, and it looked like they were going to be 0-3. They're a tough team, man, and the Reign really haven't figured them out yet, but they were able to rally off 4 goals in the 60-minute effort with just 16 shots on goal.
16 shots on goal, also doing it against a formidable NHL goaltender in Carter Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that whole situation is a mess, as they like to call it.
Yeah, and Carter Hart, it's not like he's necessarily rusty either. I mean, I think in his previous 2 AHL games, I don't think he's been that bad. I think he had like a
2.55 goals against. Yeah, there's something down the line.
I think he was 1-1, so he's been fine. The Reign kind of beat him today.
Yeah, working off the rust there. However, let's get this straight. The Reign do not win this game flat out unless it is for the heroics and the efforts of Phoenix Copley. 35 for 38. Absolutely rock solid between the pipes. Stopped a few breakaways, stopped a few close looks, stopped a few cross crease looks. And the Ontario Reign, I mean, thanks to Phoenix Copley, I don't know how he didn't get a star this game. Oh, yeah, he got the 3rd star. My bad. He should have gotten the 1st one. Let's be real here.
Yeah, he hasn't had the season that he probably hoped to have at this point in the season. But, man, he was flopping around back there like a fish, just diving around, making pad stops, making blocker stops, glove stops. Just moving around the crease, and they really made it hard on him. The defense really failed him in this game. It could have easily been a 6-goal effort from the Silver Knights, but Copley was all over the
I think
place.
you're underestimating.
He really played. He played probably the best game of the season on Friday night.
Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah, 6 goals. I think you're underestimating. That could have been an 8 goal game, realistically.
Yeah.
It was ugly.
Yeah,
Those first two periods.
It wasn't a measly 38 shot effort. It was like a 38 shot effort with probably half of them being really, really good chances that could have gone to the back of the net. So
yeah, the Reign were outshot 29-8 through the first 2 periods. Then shot totals were even. It was still 9-8 Henderson, but it was a lot better in the third period. They decided to turn up the dial. They got more physical. They started finishing their checks more. Their F1 got more involved on the forecheck and got more effective on it, which led to Taylor Ward's great forecheck that eventually led to Angus Booth's goal. Picked off puck in the neutral zone. They don't enter the zone unless Ward does find a way to get in front of it. And then they get the puck in deep. Pucks in deep, as they like to say. They go up high. Burrows, shot blocked, rebound, back out to Booth. His 3-pointer. Bang!
yeah, it's I like to call it the Panther way of playing hockey, because obviously a forecheck has been in the NHL for as long as hockey has been around, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like the Panthers in the last few years, even more so than like the Tampa Bay Lightning, which was the previous like that dynasty, the Panthers didn't play a great transition game when they won those 2 cups a couple years ago.
Yep.
They just had a heavy forecheck, and they were able to really set up their F1, F2, and F3 so perfectly that they just swallowed the other team. And that's kind of what Taylor Ward did here on this play. He's in it as the F1. And again, the Reign were not able to play in transition at all in this game. He gets in, he gets the puck, he passes it out, and it kind of sets up the entire play where, Burrow's shot gets blocked, but then it goes right back out to Angus Booth, who just sends a howitzer, as you would say, right past Carter Hart. Really good play from Ward, and he didn't get a point for it, but he's the reason why that entire goal happened.
Yeah. A lot of things go silent on the score sheet, especially when it comes to how players play. Like defensemen, for example, like Kirill Kirsanov, very silent on that score sheet half the time, but I think it's better to be silent as a defender, or as a defenseman, excuse me. When you're silent as a defenseman, and when I mean silent, I also mean that plus minus being 0 or +1 maybe. You never want to be -1 because that's not silent at all. But
yeah, he'll start getting love. I mean,
yeah,
Angus Booth kind of had the same start to the season where he was silent, but that
silence got broken this
exactly.
game.
That's how they play. So Kirsanov is going to be fine. He's going to be like an Angus Booth type player,
That's fine. I'd rather have a stay-at-home defenseman. Anyways, and finally, we got to just get this out of the way. Go ahead and read off that Bill Parcells quote, Mr. Collazo.
Yeah, obviously Bill Parcells, head coach for the Giants when they were racking off Super Bowls back in the 70s or 80s, I believe. You are what your record says you are. So no doubt, we started off these notes by saying the Reign did not deserve to win the game, right? They didn't. But a little bit of a spoiler.
Good teams find ways to win.
Yeah, but a little bit of a spoiler. Next game they probably deserve to win a little more, and they lost. So your record is what your record says you are, and good teams are gonna find ways to win, and that's what the Reign did on Friday night.
Yep, absolutely. Good teams always find ways to win games, and bad teams always find a way to lose games. Although Henderson isn't bad by any sort of means.
Yeah, they've been tough.
Yeah, they have been, especially for the Reign. They've been a thorn in the side for the Reign all year, but the Reign figured them out and scratched away a win on Friday night. Off day Saturday. Hope you watch your Kings beat the Vancouver Canucks in overtime. And anyways, let's get to Sunday against Texas. Go Collazo.
Are they stupid? No, they're just Texas. As the Stars are in town to square off against your Ontario Reign. Let me tell you, it was the Artem Schlane show, who was slanging his, you know what I was going to say, 2 goals and an assist from Artem Schlane, along with a goal from Cole Lynn. Remember him? He used to terrorize us on the Firebirds. And an empty netter from Matthew Semenov sends Ontario packing. Oh, yeah, and Cole Gutman also got one in this game, too. 4-1, the final score.
Cool. Yeah, Reign let's just say the Texas Stars were on the latter half of a back-to-back. They beat Coachella Valley 5-3 the night before in Coachella Valley. Beginning of a West Coast road trip, so they're completely jacked up by timings and schedules like that. But they roll into Toyota Arena and they play a pretty good 45 minutes. I'm going to take out the first 15 because they looked bad. Then the final 45 minutes, they showed up and they played like they deserved to win this game.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. Rolling into the goals real quick. Artem Schlein, you get used to hearing that name a lot. Splits the defense, Hicketts and Dvorak. And then I don't even know if he went 5-hole or if he just hit the post and Kapu was out of position. It looks like it went 5-hole and he scores. Second shot of the game for Texas, and they're up 1-0 in the second period. Glenn Godden, yoink, feeds Gutman. He splits the defense, absolutely takes off. Forehand, Toey to the backhand. Roof Daddy O Jr. on Arno Tiefensee. I couldn't get to his name real quick. Then, was it Andre Lee that took a penalty? This also had the rain upset. Yeah. Andre Lee takes a penalty with 11 or 10 seconds left in the second period. He's ticked about it. So is Hicketts. And it was a dumb penalty. I'm just going to say that now. And with less than 10 seconds left, Tuomola down low, Cameron Hughes. Yep. Another Firebird there. In front, Artem Schlein, tap-in goal. Not even a tip-in goal. And that right there was the goal that really took the wind out of Ontario's sails. 2-1. And into the third period, Logan Brown tosses a hand toss, gives Cole Lind a good old hand toss pizza. Cole Lind goes in, opens up the hips, closes off, backhand. Phoenix Copley is diving in the net like Michael Phelps, as they like to say. And it's 3-1 Texas. And then the empty netter, Matthew Seminoff, puck rolls into the rain zone. Artem Schlein cuts it off, dives, pick it up, and there's Seminoff. Or no, Artem Schlein just brought the puck up and then just fed in front. Seminoff scores. Game over.
Yeah, the first goal from Schlein, it went right underneath. Looks like the blocker of Copley and then off the post and in. Yeah. And then that last one, the puck was just rolling, and Schlein just beat whoever it was who was behind him to it and it passed it in front. Yeah, man, like you said, good first period for the Reign. Shots were 6-0 for Ontario 6 minutes in. Like you said, the Stars did not look good at all. But they definitely turned it around, man. I mean, they end up going up 1-0 late in the first period. And then in the second period, the Reign just came out like they did Friday. They just didn't look good. And then they end up turning up a little bit after that, but the entire game was pretty tight in the neutral zone. Shots were 26-25 in Ontario's favor, but honestly, from both sides, the shots weren't exactly good looks.
There were realistically no good looks this game. I mean, outside the goals that were scored. I'm talking about good looks that were stopped.
Yeah, there's very, very, very little. And then the good looks that the Reign did get, Tiefensee? Yeah, he had a good game too. So it's tough, man.
Tiefensee. Holy smokes. Yeah. Arno Tiefensee. Say that name 10 times fast. Also, I'm going to cut you off real fast. Arno Tiefensee, first American Hockey League start of the year. He was in the ECHL and went 6-2-1 in the ECHL. I don't remember which team it was for. All right, now go back to where you're saying.
No, yeah, he just played. He played a good game. The Reign didn't have a lot of good chances, but when they did, Tiefensee was all over them. So I mean, it's like I said 5 minutes ago. The Reign probably played a better game in this game than they did in Friday's game. But they happened to lose 4-1, and also that score doesn't represent how close this game was. This game was very close for 55 minutes.
Absolutely agree. So. Yeah, and rolling on with this, let's get the highlight of this game out the way. Cole Gutman, third straight game with a goal. He's 8 points in his last 8 games, 5 points in his last 5 games, third straight game with a goal. He's playing about as good as it can get right now. Yeah, just put it in short.
Yeah, we'll probably talk about him a little bit later, so we can kind of keep it brief on Gutman.
Yep, fair enough.
I don't even know why I put him in the notes.
You just got a spoiler. And then second period, Jacob Dvorak committed a holding penalty. Was kind of an obvious penalty. Pins a guy up to the boards and then starts trying to carry him along. You can't do that, pal. Penalty. He gets out the box. Then the Reign immediately almost go right back on the penalty kill. 12 seconds after they kill it, it's Andre Lee for a slash. That one's kind of a BS penalty, personally, if I were to say. And then tic-tac-toe. I didn't even see the play live. For the record, I was at Toyota Arena this weekend as well. I didn't see this play live. I was off going to the bathroom because I was thinking, oh, this period's over. They're not going to do anything. I mean, I'm in the bathroom and I just hear boo, or the collective groan of the Toyota Arena faithful. And I'm like, oh my gosh, they just scored.
Yeah,
It took
they
you 7 seconds.
yeah, the arena was incensed after this call. I mean, I don't it it was a borderline call. I saw it. I mean, he could have called it a slash, but I feel like most referees, especially at that point in the game where it's a tight game, period is winding down, you just don't call that often. And so, was it a
Mhm.
slash? Probably should it have been called. Called. I don't know. Like most referees aren't gonna call that. And then obviously they were already mad, and then the Stars scored literally 5 seconds into the power play, which it turned into groans to straight up like I heard curse words at like the referee from like up there. They were upset. I've never seen the arena that upset about a call or anything. You know, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's what it is. I mean, there's no other way to put it. The Reign then failed to respond in the third period, and Toyota Arena goes home sad. Sad, a little violent. All right, Reign lose. Quiet third period. They didn't really do much with it. They go 1-1 in the week. And with that, let's roll into the Reign weather report. I have a pretty good idea of who the 100% is. Who is it?
Yeah, Cole Gutman.
Cole
you know,
Gutman.
he has
Ah.
kind of what you said 2 minutes ago. 8 points in 8 games, 5 points in 5 games, and goals in 3 consecutive games. He's playing about as good as you can play as an AHL hockey player. I mean, his hands are so silky smooth. I wouldn't exactly call him a 200-foot hockey player, which are the guys who end up getting the call-ups to the National Hockey League unless you're really, really skillful, which I don't think Gutman is.
No.
So fortunately for us, he's gonna be with the Reign probably all year.
Yay.
But he's playing really, really well, man. He's on the line with, I believe, what is he on the Godin and
Yes. He's with
Chromiak
Godin and Yamson.
and Yamson? Yeah, I keep forgetting Yamson's on the second line now. That's crazy. Um,
Hey, sometimes things happen, huh?
but Gutman's playing good. I mean, Godin tends to bring the best out of all of his line mates for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because he wins faceoffs. I don't know if he's just a smart player in the offensive zone, but he makes his wingers really, really what's the word I'm looking for? He just makes them better. And,
Yep.
and Gutman has looked really, really good.
Yeah. Cole Gutman, I mean, kind of took a minute because we knew what we were getting when the Reign signed him from Rockford. Because he put up, what was it, 27 goals
I
last
think it was
season
26.
with 26 goals last season with the Rockford Ice Hogs. Okay, nope. 23 goals, 34 assists, 57 points. We thought we were getting a lot when the Reign signed Cole Gutman, and now we're starting to see that we are actually getting a lot out of Cole Gutman. It's borderline, or reminds me a little bit like Glenn Godden's last November right now. Point per game player, scoring the puck, being effective on both ends of the hockey spectrum, offensively and defensively. And Cole Gutman is getting rewarded for it. Let's just put it in short. Was the first star on Friday night and the third star Sunday, in which the Reign lost by 3 goals. Usually you don't get a star for that.
Yeah, the University of Denver product currently has 5 goals and 6 assists on the season, good enough for 11 points. And like you just said, last season, 23 goals, 34 assists, 57 points. That was his career high in the AHL or in professional hockey just in general. So is he gonna eclipse that total? Probably not. I think we've seen enough, and we're into the season deep enough to see that he's probably not gonna get to that point. But hey, if you can get
I'd love to
yourself
see him.
to 15 goals, 30 assists, 45 points.
It's
a good
yeah.
season.
If that's the case, that's effective. That's
Yeah.
a Jack Studnicka role from last season.
And then again, he has nice hands. He probably has some of the best hands on the team.
As Michael Bublé would say, silky mitts.
Oh yeah, was that breakaway goal? It was the Texas game, right? And that
Yeah.
toe drag,
Forehand,
beautiful.
pull to the backhand, gets it on the edge of the blade and flicks it.
I think if we had like a vote or a competition where we predict how many, oh baby, what a goal from Cam McGuire, which is his kind of his signature. I think Cole Gutman probably gets the most this season of oh baby, what a goal, or oh baby, what a move.
That maybe Akil Thomas if he starts doing spinoramas again.
Man, Akil Thomas has, I don't know.
Yeah. He had a silent week this week. Yeah. We'll just put that in short. 50% for your Ontario Reign. Taylor Ward, he had goals in 3 straight games through Friday. And I mean, his forecheck in the third period Friday basically won the game for the Reign. If he put up a goal Sunday, he probably would have gotten 100%, just to be quite honest. But he didn't, so we're giving him the 50. Still going to give him his flowers. Taylor Ward, 10 goals, tied for 4th, I believe, in the American Hockey League. He's playing out of his mind. He's got 10 goals this year in 19 games.
Yeah, and then I think you mentioned, I'm not sure. I mean, that forecheck on Friday's game to tie the game on Angus Booth's shot, just a very effective play, very effective player, and those are the kind of guys that get call-ups to the NHL. So will Ward get time with the Kings this season?
Who knows?
Maybe. I mean, he has looked unbelievable.
I mean, there's 3 players that you could probably give a call up to that, or at least that deserve one.
Who do you think? Ward,
Wright, and Connors.
Yeah.
You could take your pick on any of the 3.
And those 3 are very similar players.
Oh, and Kyle Burrows, sorry. And Kyle Burrows. Yeah. He is still down here technically. I
think he's staying here, honestly.
Yeah, he probably Jones will.
Type of situation.
Move.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to the Reign. Welcome to the Reign train, Kyle Burrows. How we doing? 0%.
Yeah, I'm going to go Logan Brown. I'll give you a chance to maybe man, what's the word I'm looking for? Contrast? Counter. I'll give you a chance to counter. Logan Brown, I mean, that play, he gets some spot starts, which he wouldn't if Jacob Doty was healthy. And that's just the truth. Logan Brown, big body on the 4th line, loses the puck on Cole Lynn's goal that kind of, like you said, took the air out of Toyota Arena. And just a really, really bad play on his part. And overall, I just don't feel like he had a very good weekend. You know, as someone like that, you got to be laying the hammer against the board on the forecheck. And for some reason, I feel like Brown didn't do a lot of that. And also, get into a fight, man. You get your first couple spot starts of the season. Make a statement, man. You would never see Jeff Malott do that when he gets called up to the NHL. Oh, wait, he did. He gets called up and gets into a fight. Taylor Ward gets into a fight. Trying to prove yourself, man. Get into a fight. We saw no fights this weekend. No fights.
Yeah, kind of sad. But Logan Brown, we also need to remember, is coming off of an injury. However, can I contrast the 0% and put Francesco Pinelli up there too? Yeah. The kid's dropped to the 4th line, and I feel like he's been virtually non-existent for the past few weeks. Yes, the Reign have played 4 games. I got it. So who's ready for the 3 and 4 game weeks in February? Because we all know that's coming, because the Reign usually do get screwed over in that regard. But Francesco Pinelli is not a 4th line center, at least not by skill. He's not a checking forward. Like, at least I've never seen him be one. But he now ends up on the 4th line, and it almost feels like a foreign area to him. He should not be playing 4th line minutes. You know it. I know it. Collazo knows it. He should not be.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we had high hopes for Pinelli even just a couple years ago. Our first episode, or second episode,
calling him the X Factor.
Yeah, and now he's on the 4th line. And obviously, when you're on the 4th line, it's going to be hard to put a point or rack up goals because you're not playing with playmakers and scorers. You're playing on the energy line, as most people will call it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's been a tough go for him, man. I feel really bad just coming into being a part of the media in his rookie year and seeing how he kind of progressed throughout that year, where he started slow like he is right now, and then turn it up toward the end of the season, and then that's when we call him the X Factor. If he can come into his sophomore year and play really, really well, he might have a chance. And then he stagnated a
Doesn't.
little bit, and now this year he hasn't really shown anything at all. So hopefully he turns it
Yeah.
around, man.
You gotta hope he does. Like, we're all rooting for him, but goodness, man, it has been a brutal month,
It's been a tough
probably.
go.
Yeah, for Francesco Pinelli. Excuse me. Moving in to next week, the whole AHL Pacific Division schedule. Rain do not play till Saturday, so sit back and just listen to this weekday matchups. Tuesday, Calgary is in Abbotsford. Keep your eye on Calgary with how many times I say it. Wednesday, Tucson is at Dignity Health Arena. Texas is at Acrisure Arena against Coachella Valley. Calgary back-to-back against Abbotsford at the Abbotsford Center again. Friday, Colorado plays the Rockford Ice Hogs. Cool. Texas plays San Diego. Or Texas is at San Diego. Tucson is at San Jose. Bakersfield is at Henderson and Lee's Family Forum. Okay, Saturday, Colorado back-to-back against Rockford again. The Ontario Reign begin a home series back-to-back. Star Wars night. Hello there. Against the Calgary Wranglers. Tucson at TechCU Arena. Bakersfield is in Henderson again. And Coachella Valley goes up to the Trucktown, Canada, Abbotsford Center. Then Sunday, 3 p.m. puck drop for IE Takeover. Rain, once again, play Calgary. Shocker. Coachella Valley is at Abbotsford again. And Texas is at San Diego again. Friday, Saturday for that Texas-San Diego series. Coachella Valley and Abbotsford are back-to-back, just like the Rain in Calgary.
Yeah, and then kind of moving into the standings a little bit, you see the Colorado Eagles still at top of the division, but it's getting closer. 29 points.
Yes, and as you could, if you want to go see them for yourself outside the podcast, it is posted on the Make It Rain Pod Instagram.
Yes, indeed.
Posted that this morning. Yes, we're recording on Monday. Give me a break.
14-5, 0-1 for the Eagles, 29 points. Then the Barracuda, same amount of games, 20 games, but 12-6-1, 1-1, 26 points. So a 3-point difference between first and second place. Then your Ontario Reign, 11-7-1, 23 points. Calgary Wranglers, who have one game on the Reign, but 1 point less, 10-8-2, 22 points. The
They're gonna have more
Firebirds,
games.
9-6-3, 21 points. The Condors, 8-6-4, 20 points. Then the last, are the playoffs 8 teams or 7 teams? It's 7 teams,
7.
right? Yeah. 9-8-1 for the Silver Knights. So they're dropping a little bit.
They're the 7th seed.
Yeah, they're dropping. They are the 7th seed. The Goals would not make it, but they have the same amount of points as the Silver Knights right now. 7-6-5, 19 points. Then the Roadrunners have 18 points out of the playoff picture. And the Canucks, man, what happened to Abby? 4-13, 1-2, 11 points. Wow. Some drop off, right?
Yeah, 4-13-3 is bad. Now, granted, most of Abbotsford's players are in Vancouver or in Pittsburgh, Archer Sealoffs. But to put it into perspective, seeds 3 through 9 are separated by 5 points. Seeds 3 through 8 are separated by 4 points. Just, my goodness. It's a tight race right now in the Pacific Division. San Jose is trying to catch up to Colorado. Yeah, that lead that they had a few weeks ago ain't so big anymore.
Yeah, that's
so
crazy.
Yeah, the show goes on with the American Hockey League Pacific Division. And we love seeing these out of division opponents because we love to see how the Reign and other teams, of course, stack up against the Central Division. Because who knows, you may see one of these teams later on. Like the Grand Rapids Griffins. I just got to bring this up real fast. The Grand Rapids Griffins are 16-1-1. They manhandled Texas 10-1 and 6-3 in a series at HEB Center, which is where Texas plays. And then Texas comes out to Coachella Valley in Ontario and beats the brakes off of both teams.
Yeah.
I don't want to say beats the brakes off the Reign. That was actually a close game. But they definitely beat the brakes off of Coachella Valley. I'm not going to cut it any other way. Anyways, that covers everything. Thank you very much for watching season 2, episode 11 of the Make It Rain podcast. Subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Spotify, and follow us on all social media at Make It Rain Pod. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great week. We'll see you next Monday. Have a great week off and enjoy Star Wars Night and the IE Takeover in the Inland Empire.